All right. We saved the best for last. And I definitely did not just learn about this morning. Definitely. Hello, fellow endos. My name is Rob, and welcome to another episode in our tutorial series where we are discussing elements of the ship creator and building your first ship. Today, we are going to be talking about materials. Now, what are materials? Materials are what your ship's superstructure and substructure are made out of. So we're talking about beams and we're talking about plates. By default, all of your beams are going to be made out of bastium and your plates the same. So if you put plates down, they're just going to default to bastium, and that's the way it is. However, if you did not know, there are other materials that you can make plates out of. So let's go ahead and jump into that. On the bottom bar down here, you will see a little icon that looks like some ore and a crystal. If we click on that, if we hover over it, it says material, but if we click on that, it brings up this palette here. And we can go ahead and stick this over here for now. This is not a painting tool. Well, it is a painting tool, but it doesn't paint. It's not for color. So I certainly did not think that this was a painting tool when I first clicked on it. Nope, definitely did not think that. So if we go ahead and we hover over this materials thing here, we will see that, look, they have information and they're called the same thing as the ores. So we have agesium right here, and we have an armor value of 1.75, a structural durability of 60, and then it talks about density, that's how heavy it is, and your corrosion resistance, which we don't really need to worry about because I don't think they've added in the dangerous stuff. Actually, I have not been out far enough to see if they've added in the dangerous stuff, but I know that part of the gameplay is going to be that some parts of the belt where you can find some good ore are going to cause corrosion to your armor, and the higher your corrosion resistance, the better. If we look right here at bastium, we can see that bastium has an armor value of 0.75. It has a density of 9.95 and a structural durability of 80 and a corrosion resistance of 300. So that is just fine if you're going to be cruising around the safe zone. You have no point in going into the PvP zone or anything else. However, another common ore that we can find in the safe zone is corrodium. And if we look at that, we have a 3.7 armor value, a structural durability of 60, and a density of 15. So overall, we have about 100 less corrosion resistance, which we really don't need to worry about right now. We have a higher density, so it is going to weigh more, and it's going to cause your ship to go slower. But that armor value is going to save you if somebody comes up on you with an autocannon and starts lighting you up. So would I advise you build a ship out of corrodium? Why not, right? And if we look at some of the other stuff here, there is stuff with higher values, but they are non-accessible right now, like oninum has a armor value of 5.7. Look at that density, 22.5. It does have a higher corrosion resistance, though, but way heavier. And then yeah, I think those are the two highest. Oh, we've got a 4.10 armor value here for targium. And that is a way higher structural durability, too. But targium is, all those things are going to be expensive. So basically, we want to take a look at corrodium and bastium, right? So should you make your entire ship out of corrodium? I mean, why not if you can afford it, and it's not going to make you too super dumb slow, then go for it. However, you can do things to minimize that by leaving like your beams still made out of bastium. and you know, save on the amount of ore that you have to mine as well in order to spawn the ship. So how does this work? You can see I've already kind of sort of changed a lot of the plating over to corrodium already. But we basically have these tool options here with your brush radius and your brush plane depth, and that's how deep it's going to paint into the piece underneath. So if you wanted to select like everything, you could just make these both huge, and then you could just click and basically would just change everything there to, like, if I just went boop, it's going to change pretty much everything, right? So you could just take this and just move it over the whole thing, and now everything's made out of corrodium, right? And you can see it changes the colors to be what that color represents. So let's go ahead and backspace. Okay, there we go. Just had to undo a bunch of shit. You know, I thought one click, but apparently it considers that to be multiple clicks. So if we wanted to do detailed work, we could bring this down. It really only goes in 0.5 increments, so if you want to get it smaller than that, you would have to type in the variable here. So I just type in 1 and make it nice and small here so we don't accidentally... Why did it not? Alright, doesn't want to do that. How about 0.1? That's what I wanted, 0.1. So 0.1 is small enough, and we can just go ahead and paint or click on each of these pieces. And we can hold and drag as well if we want to just get everything here, right? And make all this out of corrodium. And that will keep us a little bit safer if we venture into PvP space. Things will not just like completely puncture straight through everything and leave our ship blown up. So that is about it, right? I'm just going to go ahead and coat this whole thing. I'm going to leave the beams and such to just be Bastium for cost. And I probably won't take this thing into PvP space that much, because she's probably going to be expensive. So beware, right? And then once I've got all that, I've still got some more coding to do. We still got to talk about hinges and stuff like that. And we'll do that in another video. But I just wanted to talk about materials and how important they are in building a stronger, more durable ship. And maybe I'll go ahead and change some of these exposed beams, like the ones on the front, into corrodium, just because they are more likely to get shot than the stuff that's covered in the plating, right? And that is what we will do. What I'm going to do. So that's it for this video. If you liked the video, don't forget to click the like button, thumbs up, you know, whatever it's called, and subscribe, and click that notification button if you want to be notified every time I post up a new video. That's it for me today. I will be doing a live stream where we'll go through building an entire ship this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, but I will post ahead of time when I'm going to do it. So if you're subscribed and you have your notifications turned on, you should get a notification that I am going live at a certain point, and I'll do it a couple hours in advance, just so everybody can be advised. Otherwise, I will see you out here in space. Stay safe, my friends.